Today, I'm going to be talking about, I think, one of the best resources, best free resource to learn trading as well as be ahead of the other traders out there. I think this is a great way to nail these ideas every single day. The best part is it's free. Hey everyone, Lead Trainer with Stocks to Trade, Tim Bowen here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you're on YouTube to be notified as soon as we drop a new video. And as always, if you're really looking to get in depth with this stuff, hit the Steady Trade team. I love what I do. I show up every single day on time, working with a small group of traders. It is an amazing thing. I'm 50 years old and I'm having the best time of my life mentoring new traders. Check out the Steady Trade team. All right, so what you're going to see in the following video is a screen or a snapshot from one of the pre-market preps, okay? Maybe you're familiar with the pre-market prep, maybe it's totally new to you, but every single day, 8:30 Eastern, I go live on 5 social media networks, no matter what your favorite network is. I mean, if you're mobile, you can watch on Instagram. If you're at your desktop, you can watch on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. But I want to give an example of what I do on the pre-market prep. I really like to get into the nitty-gritty, and I had hundreds of comments about this video because I slowed down a little bit and spent almost 10 minutes breaking down this play. Now you see the video's 6 minutes long. We took out some of the uhs and the ahs. If you're on the pre-market prep, you know the drinking game is we take a shot of coffee every time I say But anyway, that being aside, you can see the type of stuff I do in detail. Check it out. Let's get to work. LKNCY. Man, Matt Monaco had a killer read on this yesterday. Beautiful. You guys know. Now, number one, Matt Monaco had a great alert on this. Well done, Matt, if you're watching. But you guys know this pattern. I draw it every day. So, what is this? Big gainer early, consolidates around VWAP all midday, breaks the high day on high volume into the 2 p.m. window. This is 100% a VWAP hold hard break. Or it's an ABCD, it's a gun pattern. You know, there's a lot of different names for this pattern. This is by far my number one favorite pattern. And if you are a part-time trader, which I'm still working on the part-time trading book and videos along with it. This is if you're fully part-time, you should be looking for this every day. You should block off like 1:30 to 4 p.m. if you can. And if you're part-time, focus on afternoons. But again, I've drawn this a million times. It's exact VWAP hold high day break we look for every day. Now today, it's an OTC, so it's got no pre-market volume. Well, 93,000 shares, but so you got 2 plans. You're looking for that morning panic dip buy. Remember, you're going to look for the turn on the level 2. You're going to look for the volume to come in. I look for the 5-minute candle theory for that turning action on that morning panic dip buy. And then remember, this is a Chinese fraud play. So always if this morning panics and you catch that morning panic, you're always selling for, your 20, 30% bounce, okay? And you don't overstay in these morning panics. That's the biggest thing. If you buy that morning panic, if you catch that 20, 30%, you take it off and you move on. Because these have a high propensity to fail. When I talk to people that trade morning panics, that's the biggest mistake. I know a lot of traders that can get good entries on these things, and they'll nail the bottom. But the biggest thing that people forget is having realistic expectations and focusing on just taking that profit when it does bounce. So you're not, let's say this panic's down to 5, okay, in this instance. And let's say let's just, for discussion's sake, you just nail the bottom. It drops to 5, you buy it at 501, and then it bounces to 6. You take that profit, okay? You don't hold all day, because the big mistake is people try and hold all day. It turns, it blows through their entry, and now they just turned a winner into a loser. Then, now they're bag holders. Now you made that classic mistake. You had a good entry on a good setup, which a morning panic on LKNCY is a great entry. You had a nice gain. You got greedy. You didn't have realistic expectations. You turn a winner into a loser. And now, my friends, you are the idiot bag holder. There's the idiot bag holder. Now, what do? Every day, you're checking the news on LKNCY. You're running news feeds. You're going to Twitter. You're going to stock twits. You're going to chat rooms. Hey, anybody know anything about LKNCY? Any news? Anything out there? I've been there. Midnight Saturday night, you're refreshing your news feed, hoping on Saturday night that they'll release a PR. Who releases a PR on Saturday night? But that's you, because you didn't have realistic expectations and you didn't realize what a morning panic dip buy is. Vice versa, on LKNCY, what's the plan late day if it doesn't panic? If this does not panic, you're looking for exactly like yesterday. Let me bring that one up. So let's say LKNCY holds the gap this morning, grind sideways. Your other entry, that OTC swizzle. A lot of my boys over on Twist, This Week in Steady Trade, Jack, Kyle, Matt, those guys love these OTC swizzles. As an old man, it's the same pattern that I already drew from yesterday. So you're looking for a morning panic dip buy or a repeat of yesterday. All right, everyone. Hopefully you got a good glimpse of what I'm doing every day in the pre-market prep as well as the Steady Trade team. And hopefully you got a real feeling of how much I love this stuff. I mean, every day I get, the bell rings at 4 p.m. I'm like, geez, I got to go, 16 hours without another webinar. I love talking stocks, love teaching. That tablet, you can see I use the tablet. I really think it's a great tool. I call it the whiteboard, and really draw out these ideas, and it's a conversation. We work through these ideas together, and I think it's the best way to learn, and that's why I think the Steady Trade team members are so successful. Check out the Steady Trade team, and I'll see you on the next video.